Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
I started off, I got the Xbox logo from Google, copied the image and opened Windows Paint and pasted the image into Windows Paint. I reduced it by 50% until I know roughly what size I wanted. What I did then, with a piece of A4 paper, I just chased round the image, just placing it on the screen. I would have printed it off at work, but I forgot, so I had to do it this way. And that's that done. Just placing that now on a piece of 18mm MDF. I just score around it with a sharp blade. I did this a few times, try to get it pretty deep. This is doing two things: cutting the image out, also scoring it on the MDF. Now with the image removed, I'm just going around with a pencil, just going over my score line. So that's done. Just went over it with a marker pen there. Now with a straight cutting bit on my router, I set it to about 2mm. Getting very close as I can to the line. It's pretty hard to record when you're outering like that. Can't really get in at it. That's it there, gone close to the line. Just giving it a sand there, getting all the rough edge off. Now what I'm left with there, a slightly bit of a thin layer between what I've routed and the my knife line. So I'm just cleaning that up now with a chisel. You could have done this with a template really, made a template first and gone round with a router and a guide, but I didn't have a guide, so I had to do it this way. Just sanding it now, getting rid of the rough edge again. That's that done. What I'm doing now, I'm just trying to find the centre so I can do my circle round it. I couldn't find my compass, I'm just using a bit of card there with a drawing pin. I'll stick my pencil in the end just for getting a circle. Works quite well, that does. Just going around now, making a circle till it looks about right, what I want. I'm just going around with a marker pen there so you can see it. You could have done this on the print earlier if you wanted, but I didn't do that. Just going around now the jigsaw, cutting that out. You could use a bandsaw for this, router, anything really. Just going around close to the line. That's that done, just checking it over there. Just got a sanding attachment now on my drill press. I'm just going round now, just smoothing it off a bit. Just sanding as close as my line as possible. It's not brilliant, but it works well, that does. Just using a sanding block there, just fine tuning it a bit around the edge. With the router now, I've got a rounding over bit. I'm just rounding the edge off now. I did this both sides. Just checking it there before we carry on. Is that done? Just going over with my sanding block again. I've got a bit of a ridge there at the edge, so I'm just trying to get rid of that. Is that done? Now this is a wireless charging pad now, it's a Goodman's one. So I'm just placing it underneath now. And I'm drawing around it because I want to inset it inside. Just checking now the depth of my charging pad. And what I'm doing now, using a straight cutting bit on my router, I'm just going down now to the depth of what I need. Just doing a couple of millimetres at a time till I get the required depth. That's the first pass done. That's my finished depth there. I just need to do a little bit of a cut out there for the plug. Just marking down the plug there. And I decided to use the router again just for knocked that little bit out. I could have cut it in the chisel, but just used the router because it was on the bench. That's that done. Just testing it now. Now, even though it looked done, I had to keep going down a bit more because I wasn't getting the wireless connection, so I had to keep taking more material off. Just spraying it there with a spray paint. And what I'm going to do is I wipe all of it off, and it sort of soaks in, gives it a nice effect really. It's pretty much dry instant. I did that a couple of times till I got the required colour what I wanted, because you could see a bit of the MDF through it, so you just need a few passes. As seen there. What I'm doing now, I'm just putting some masking tape now over the outside because I want to do the inside of the X white. So I'm just putting some masking tape on there. And what I'm doing there, and I'm cutting the X out because that's what I want paint. So I'm just peeling it off there where I've cut. Is that done? Once I've done all that, I'm just covering the rest of it now with masking tape. So I've just got the X on show. I'm just using an airbrush now, I'm just painting that white. This is the first time I used this and it wasn't that good really. I think it turns out the pressure on the compressor wasn't high enough. I thought it was a paint, but... So I'm just speeding this up now. And what I ended up doing, I ended up brushing the white in the end, so I've got a good white because it was taking ages. As seen there. Same again now with the green colour. I wanted to get like a fade effect, but I didn't realise the pressure wasn't high enough. But I got the result in the end, but it wasn't perfect, like, you know, but it's okay. That's it done. Just removing the tape now. Just had to do a little bit of a touch up on the black in places. Is that done? So I'm just doing it upside down now. That's where I was testing the airbrush earlier. Got the wireless pad. Just putting the charger in while trying to. Now, ideally, I just wanted to stick this down with some hot glue, but I had no tolerance whatsoever. I couldn't go any deeper because it wouldn't get the wireless charge. So I just put some glue around the edge. It's underneath anyway, so you won't really see it. But I just want to put a few blobs on and glue it like makes it a bit cleaner, but it doesn't really matter. So it's going around the edge. You could put a pad on the bottom if you wanted, a felt pad or something, but I didn't have any. And that's pretty much it really. And that's it, all done, plugged it in. And just try my phone on it now. Well, that's it then. Thanks for looking. Hope you enjoyed it, and a bit of a cheap project there. Anybody can do really. And so if you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully click the notification button for some more videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.